Mic check. See if that works. It does. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Quick little review of our channel survey. This was like back in like May, maybe June. I think June was the last submission of surveys. JD, Aaron Chavez. It does. This little sound check there. What's up, Johnny Weeks? What's going on, boys? Gentlemen. No ladies in the house? That's unfortunate. Just kidding. How you guys doing? How's you guys' Friday going? You post that in the comment section. You post it. You talk to me. That's what I need right now. I need you guys to talk to me. We're just doing a little survey review today. I wanted to talk to you guys either in live chat or just if you're just tuning in post live stream. What's up, Seb? Seb part of 2 says hello. I say hello back to you. So basically what we're doing is we're just going to go over some of these results. And I just kind of want you guys to see what I'm seeing. You know, a couple months ago I asked you guys to fill out some questions based on this survey. And, you know, what do you watch? What do you like about the channel? What don't you like? And then kind of I'm using that data to drive my next moves, you know? So I'm curious within the chat. I'd love, if you didn't fill out this survey, I'd love to know your thoughts. You know, post them in the live chat here. I want to get a little conversation going with you guys. And if that's not something that you care about, then, you know, that's okay. That's okay. But I do value your guys' opinions. I value your feedback. I want to hear from you. You guys are what's driving the success of the channel. I can only do so much. There's games that I like to play. There's ways that I like to edit. There's things that I do that might not be what you like, and things that might bother you, things that might bug you about what I do with my content. So I would love to hear your feedback on where do I go from here? You know, how do I get you guys to be like really loyal subscribers, right? So let's just dive into it, man. So what series do you currently watch? That's the first question. The majority of you guys picked the GGBL, which is, of course, on its own separate channel, and the Sun Sox and Saucers series on MLB The Show 23. I find that very interesting, or I found that very interesting, because at the time, the views for both of these things were not very large. Were not very big. So that was kind of intriguing to me. The Mac Team Builder, obviously a big one there with 24 votes there, 55%. It's no surprise. But this one did not surprise me either. The Saints, Cajun 6, and XHL, not very many people found a lot of interest in that. There's some interest, but there's not a lot, which is, of course, why that those two series are ending on the GG Extra channel. Of the ones that you watch, which one is your favorite? So out of all of the choices that you could possibly have been given, the GGBL took over that. I find that fascinating. I find that completely fascinating. You know, that channel has about 890 something subscribers. So if you guys are tuning into this and you didn't realize that the GGBL has been shifted over, you know, I'm not doing that here on this channel. I'm doing that over on an own separate channel. Make sure you guys get over there and subscribe, because we're trying to push to get that thing to 1,000 subs so then we can start monetizing that. that'd be great. But that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. The GGBL is kind of like taking over a little bit. It's kind of summarize this. What makes it your favorite series? So if people picked XHL, you know, I'd want to know why that they like it. If you picked GGBL, which is like, why is it your favorite? Majority of people mentioned just the fact that it was just the custom teams, custom players, community involvement. Like, these are big things of what has driven the channel to get to this point as it is. And I want to keep driving that home. And I feel like maybe there's some things that have gotten stale a little bit with community involvement, whether that's channel points, whether that's Patreon custom players, YouTube channel membership custom players, things like this. You know, I would love to know if you guys feel the same way. Do you feel like it's gotten a little stale? Do we need to kind of up our game a little bit regarding that? You know, but really the ultimate thing, like the theme that I'm finding, is that you guys really love the custom team aspect, you love the custom player aspect, and storylines. So, pretty niche. It's a pretty niche spot to be in as far as YouTube goes. There's not going to be a lot of people that are going to be interested in that. So you kind of have to know what you're getting into. If that's literally what your channel is going to be about, is like custom created team, custom players, this, that, and the other, you got to know that you're not going to have a big slice of the pie, you know? So anyway, let's see what you guys are saying here in the comments section real quick. Ouch. Johnny, I fractured my wrist and dislocated it in my very first football game. Oh, dang. Had surgery Wednesday. Dang, dude. Ugh, I gotta. Oh, all right. We'll see, John. I hope that your wrist heals quickly. Aaron Chavez, busy getting ready for my wife's birthday party, Barbie themed. Okay, all right. We'll have fun later. Wink, wink. This question here: do you receive YouTube notifications when a new video is posting? Majority of you guys say yes. What usually makes you click on a video? All of the above. Catchy titles, thumbnails, video length, pretty much everything. No surprise there. If you chose other, what is the main reason why you click the series? I just like the series. It's made by you with a kissy face. What do you know? What do you know? The loyalty, content, and generally the creator. Video length and thumbnails and titles don't matter much. Interesting. Interesting. Gel Productions in the house. What's up, man? What's up? I'm curious if you guys feel the same way as this. Does this matter to you? Video length, thumbnails, titles. Is that really why you kind of click on a channel or not? Or a video? Because for me, when I'm scrolling through creators that, you know, are posting Madden franchise or NHL franchise or something, like when I'm watching that, I find myself, you got to be kind of self-aware of it, right? So I find myself like not really paying too much attention to the title. Like, title doesn't matter to me. I'm looking at the thumbnail, and if I can get an idea of what the video is going to be about, then I shift my eyes over to the title to see if it matches and it makes sense, and then I'm kind of looking over to the video length. And I'm seeing like, oh, it's 9 minutes. Okay, I got time for that. You know, boom, click. I got the click. So the video length is really what made me click. Even though the thumbnail and the title, you know, kind of got me there, kind of caught my eye, the video length is what sold it for me. If it was like a 40-minute video or something, am I clicking on that? Probably not. Now at night, it's a different thing. If I'm going to bed and I need something like in the background, I'll click on that 40-minute video and I'll just let it play while I go to sleep. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but just kind of an interesting thing there. So if you can follow your journey and why you click on a video, that would be interesting to know from you guys. What is the main reason why you click? What got the click? Video length, thumbnail, or title? Do those things even matter to you? Apparently from the comments here on that question, most of you guys said no, it doesn't matter. Like, it just, you know, I like the series. I'm going to click on anything. It doesn't matter to me. You know, the title and the thumbnail kind of give me an idea what this is going to be about, but I'm still going to click on it anyway because I like the series. That's really what you guys have said. Seb says, depends on the video. If it's someone I watch a lot, it doesn't matter. But a new channel, it's a thumbnail. Okay, good to know. Good to know. So a lot of like the YouTube advice things, like when they say, well, you got to bring in people, you got to get the thumbnail, you got to get the title. That's how people are going to click. It's like, okay, that's great and all, probably for the new viewer, kind of like what Seb just said. But yeah, that might not matter for like returning viewers or returning subscribers. So interesting point. What do you like most about this channel? Custom teams and franchise dynasty content in general. That is interesting, because that's just what we do here. But what makes this interesting is that the custom players doesn't matter as much. So you guys here in the comment section, in the live chat, I would love to know, do you feel the same way? Do you not really care about custom players? Because I feel like a lot of times in our series, what really kind of loses people's interest is when either we focus too much on custom players or that they feel like the franchise or the dynasty kind of gets cheesed a little bit because these custom guys are too good. So it's a balance there, because the way on this channel to get custom guys is through Patreon donations or become a channel member, or even through channel points, which is free. And you guys spend a lot of time like earning those points. So the thing is, like, we got a money aspect and we got a time aspect. And I want to make sure that when you guys have custom players in my series, I want to make sure that they're good, like right out of the gate, because I don't want you guys to wait around, because sometimes these series take forever to get going. Sometimes, like, you're a freshman, right? You're in the recruiting portal, and we'll recruit you for an entire season. Then you're a freshman, and then you might not play as a freshman. I'm talking football, college football. Then as a sophomore, you might get a little playing time. Then as a junior, you're definitely playing. Senior, you're definitely playing. So how long does that take? 4 seasons, how long does that take? It takes about a year. It takes about 12 months calendar to get through 4 seasons of content. So there's a time aspect in there too. Like, you're paying money for these guys. You want to see them perform. You want to see them like hit the ground and be an immediate impact player. Otherwise, I feel like I'm screwing you. I don't want you guys to feel like I'm screwing you. That's a terrible business model. It's a terrible human thing to do. So it's a balance, right? So for my patrons, for my YouTube channel members, I want to make sure that you guys get your worth of the money that you're donating to me, or the time that you're investing into channel points and earning this stuff. But I feel like a lot of people that don't care about customs, they start looking at the custom thing like it just cheeses the franchise experience. Like we're getting good too fast, or if we're guaranteed to get a player on our team or on our school, then it just like loses legitimacy, and then like they're gone, right? So it is a fine balance between that. I'm anxious to see what you guys are saying here. Aaron says, I like the nerfed custom players a lot. That's interesting, because this is coming. Aaron is a patron, by the way. So that's coming from a Patreon supporter. So that I didn't expect that. I would anticipate like someone who's donating like $10 a month to get players every year, every season, that they would say like, no, I want my guy to be good. Right? So this is interesting. I'd like to know more about that from Aaron. I agree that not every series has to have customs, though. Okay? That's relieving a little bit. That's relieving for me. Because, again, a lot of times I get caught up into that feeling where if you guys are donating money continuously, I want to make sure that you guys are getting something for what you're paying for, and even if you're not paying, even if you're just doing channel points for free, I want to make sure that you guys are getting what your investment is worth, So just an interesting question. I might have to lay off on the custom players here in some series, but anyway, we'll skip ahead. What do you not enjoy about this channel? So this one, I was anticipating some heavy flack. I didn't get too much, so I was a little surprised. There's comments about seeing more from the GGBL, sentiment that they feel like you have to have a Discord for a lot of things that are happening here. Channel points, probably custom players, being able to talk to me, which is not true. You don't have to have Discord to do all the things that we do here on the channel. But maybe this means something a little bit deeper. Maybe this is really trying to get to the heart of that there's so many things that are going on that it's hard to keep up. Or there's so many like intricate things about the expansion series, and there's rules for that series, and then there's rules for the Mac team builder, and it's just kind of like, I don't understand what's happening. It's too confusing. Which is a double-edged sword, because you try to make series different, you try to make them creative, you try to make them unique from something that other creators are doing. And I think if you run multiple series like that, people they get confused. And so I think that to unpack that little comment, I think that there's a lot more to this than just, I don't have Discord and I feel like you have to. This is a good one. Sometimes the stakes don't seem quite high enough, which I think I would agree with that. I can think that there's times where inside the Mac Team Builder Dynasty where we've built this rivalry up between either my brother and I, Southern Michigan and Lake Huron, and we've had this storyline in the background, Alpina's black magic and all this, and it's a great storyline. But I think we dropped the ball on building on that storyline. Obviously, you have to play the games, and playing the games and the results of those games dictate how the storyline is going to evolve. But I think we dropped the ball on building on that storyline and building on that creativity, and I think people have lost interest in that. Curious to know what you guys think about that. Now, in the Big 12 Team Builder Dynasty that we used to do way back when, every championship game that we had, we would create highlight reels and like little hype videos, which I thought was a nice touch to kind of prep everybody for the game coming up on Saturday night. So that's something that we have not done for this series, and it's just something that we've avoided. I don't know why, but it just, things happen. This is the big one though that I wanted to address. Don't want to lose you guys' interest here on this video, because I think this is the big one. I think too many different series are going on, so not quick enough time for videos, not quick enough turnaround. That's been one that's been on my mind for a long time. I can't help myself. I really can't. I can't help myself. I have to keep playing all the stuff that's out there. Like Starfield's out right now. I want to get my hands on it, but I can't because I'm too busy creating all this other content. Madden just came out. I want to get my hands in on that. NHL 24 is coming out, so I'm still stuck on XHL for 23. So there's all these things that I have interest in, whether it's MLB The Show, whether it's games like Uncharted, or Call of Duty, or I have this wide array of gaming interest that I feel like I could make content on, but it doesn't fit what this channel is supposed to be. So I'm really relegated to sports content in general, which kind of leads to where the GG Extra thing, that channel, that second channel, what that could be. It could literally be just throwing anything at it. It could be throwing Call of Duty at it, which, no, not a good idea, because I have another channel, The Underdog, for that. Go subscribe to The Underdog if you like Call of Duty, which I haven't posted in months anyway. Side note, let's get back on track here. The point being, there's too many series going on at once. It's hard to keep up. If you guys are series specific, let's say, for example, I only watch the Mac Team Builder, but you only post it once a week. Then you post XHL. Then you post Cajun 6. Then you post MLB expansion. Then you post GGBL. And let's say all those things were on this same channel, right? That's 6 notifications that you're going to get throughout the week. All 5 of those videos you're not interested in. You want Mac Team Builder. So when YouTube sees that you're not going to click on those 5 notifications, they're like, oh, you just don't want to watch this channel anymore. It's like, no, I just didn't want to watch that series. But YouTube says, oh, you just don't like the channel. I think that's a major factor as to why the view counts severely dip after the first 4 episodes or something, because the turnaround time for this stuff is way too long. So ultimately, I guess what I'm saying is when we're going to launch these new series, I think running 2 at a time is probably the best way to go about it. Treat this main GG9 channel as an MLB The Show and NCAA football channel. That's it. 2 sports, 2 video games, 2 sports. That's it. GG9 that's what it is. GG Extra can be literally anything. I'm curious to what you guys are thinking about that. Would that be something that that you would subscribe to? Doesn't necessarily mean franchise content on GG Extra. Doesn't mean necessarily that it's going to be a bunch of series on that channel, like long series that take months on end to create. Could be like these little one-off things, funny things. It's just use that as a second channel. I'm curious what you guys think. Post that in here and inside the live chat. Just curious on that. But that's kind of the big takeaway that I found from this survey. A lot of mention about upload schedule, inconsistency, too many series going on, hard to follow, not enough time to watch this, that, and the other. So I think that all those things blend into one big picture, and I think that's the main problem of the GG9 channel, or just in general, like my schedule, my upload schedule between the two channels that I have. Just way too much stuff going on. You guys do prefer longer length videos, so between the 20 plus minute mark. So I'd probably say I probably should have put this as like 20 to 25 and then made a 30 plus to kind of really figure out, do you guys like the half an hour videos? Those are long, beastly videos, man. Probably not conducive for YouTube. Just going to say that. Probably not conducive for sports gaming content, right? 20 minutes is a long time too. So I think I need to figure that out. Curious to know what you guys are saying there in the live chat about that. Video length. Do you guys like the longer video length? Like, what's your preferred length? Giggity giggity. That's what she said. No, that's what he said. Anyway. Well, so what do you think that we could improve on? Nothing. I find that interesting. Nothing? 51% said nothing. 11 did say upload schedule. I think that that's more realistic. I do think that between some video editing, upload schedules, and length, I think that there's some improvement that could be made there. So those changes, based on the survey results, I think that's right. I think we do need to fix that up. Getting the community significantly more involved in the Discord and shit. Admittedly, our Discord is pretty dead. I don't really know how to get more engagement from Discord. I'm not a community manager. I don't know how to do that. I'm looking into some ways, like maybe some game nights or something. I don't know. I just don't know. But again, in order to do that, you have to have time. And a lot of times at night when I get down here and I'm either recording or editing or commentating, those three things is what I'm doing every night to post one video of a series a week. Like, that's just not enough, right? So there's literally no time for me to get with my community. So that in itself, again, that bleeds into the major factor, the major problem, that there's just way too much stuff going on this channel. Or like, maybe not this channel, but I personally have just way too many things going on, way too many series. Prospect giveaways, like open submissions, offer more ways for channel points. Could be some good ideas right there. Instead of like doing the weekly forms or something, like when I go live, probably have like channel point giveaways, things like that. Editing could be a little flashier. Yep, here it is again. I think you helped it by spreading the content out over multiple channels, but I still feel like some series weren't being uploaded enough. Probably enough, not emoticons. Keeping us engaged long term. So again, I just think that that just bleeds into that. Again, do you have any creative ideas for new content that could fit onto the GG9 or GG Extra channels? Nothing comes to mind. I did think about this, like a website for stats, especially when you're running these big leagues. It's hard to keep up. It's hard to understand like who's good, who's not, who's having a good year. And even if you did throw that at the end of a video, like the majority of people are not going to watch that. They're going to click off. So that hurts your retention and your ranking in YouTube algorithm. Like they see like, oh, there's 5 minutes left of the video, but people are clicking off. Like it must suck. So you want to be as detailed and descriptive as possible but that's a factor of why I don't do that. Why I don't just provide stats updates all the time at a mass level, right? Bring back the Big 12 team builder. That's a good idea. We got something in the works for college football. I'm not going to say what it is, but we do have something in the works. But there were some good ideas for some things that could be in the pipeline. But the majority of you guys want to see a new college football dynasty. So maybe it's just like you're getting tired of the MAC team builder. Not sure where you guys stand on that. The views aren't really there anymore, so I think that's kind of self-explanatory. You guys are kind of faded out on that. You need something a little new. Challenge videos for college football, not so much interest in that. MLB The Show, that I should have done more rebuilds during the spring. Now we're entering into fall. Kind of a missed opportunity there. Road to the Show could be a missed opportunity there. But you guys do want to see another college football dynasty, but again, we have something in the works for that. So, hush hush, keep it on the DL there. Now, when the new game comes out, that'll be kind of interesting to see if they have a team builder aspect in there. Who knows how that's going to look, but we'll find out. Now, this one was a pretty even split. Nice little peace sign right there, man. Look at that. Although the majority of people said that they're a casual viewer, it's pretty close, all things considered, from being a loyal, a casual, or a series-specific viewer. Nobody was disgruntled, which I found was really, really surprising. I thought there was going to be a lot of these people that were mad that, their favorite series was over. Cough, 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 nudge, nudge, XBA. But that didn't happen. That didn't happen. The majority, you guys think that you're casual viewers. You watch when you can, but you tend to fall behind. And I think, again, that goes into the alerts and the notifications problem. I think that there's so many series that are going on that, you get 6 notifications throughout a week, but you're only looking for one series. You stop getting the notifications. Then eventually, you're 5 episodes back, and then they're all 40 minutes long. There's no way you're catching up, right? There's no way you're catching up. You'd have to really, really binge, right? Which is hard to do. It's hard to make time for that stuff, especially if I'm not making the storylines engaging or interesting enough for you, why are you going to stick around and watch the rest of those videos? So everyone was gruntled. Yeah. Nobody was disgruntled. Everybody was gruntled. Oh, my God. How'd you find this channel? A lot of Big 12 talk, a lot of XBA talk, GGBL talk. Those are kind of like the big 3. GGBL, XBA, and Big 12. Kind of the big 3s. Why are you subscribed? What do you watch? Because I like you. Aww. Sports dynasties are my thing. I enjoy the custom teams, creativity, GGBL, commentary, tirelessness, and community engagement. Let's see. It's entertaining and in-depth. Days of Old, your good friend. That's nice. I think I know who that was. Good quality content. 30 teams, custom ideas. So a lot. Basically, the general gist is that you guys like the creativity. You like the custom teams. You like the custom players. You like the custom aspect of these things, right? Super creative things, not the mundane. Let's take a bad team and make them good again. It's no, we want the storylines. We want the big picture things, right? Matt Zimmerman, what's up, man? Matt's gonna come at us with the more conspiracy stuff now, and then just from a creator side, I don't need to go over this, but now that I read this now after posting this question, it's I was fishing for compliments. That's what it feels like. What are things that you like about me? I want you to sing my praises. What did you like about me? That's not what I was getting at here. I just wanted to see what are those traits that you actually value about the creator, me, right? Do you think that the things that I say are funny, or do they not land? Is it awkward? Is it cringy? Should I stop doing that? Those types of things. Um, you know, do you think I'm too nice? Do you think that that I need to be a little more like harsher, more professional, like these types of things? It's kind of what I wanted to figure out here. There's some areas that I need to lean into about my personality. You know, being relatable, communication, likable personality, laid back and polite. Like those are things that I wanted to know. Like as far as my personality goes, what do I need to lean into more, right? And not be so afraid about, not have so many second guesses about. So I want to know who put that. That's, oh my god, it's funny. It's kind of funny looking. Doesn't scream all. See that this is good feedback. I'm not a screamer. That's what she said. What are things that you don't like? So this is a big one. Probably have too many channels. You're a Wolverines fan. Go Buckeyes. Sometimes you oversell how shocked you are from something, making it feel unnatural. So that I got to work on that a little bit because I know what's going to happen. You know, I have to find a way to put myself back in the shoes of when I first saw it. You know, because when you're editing it, you know exactly what's going to happen, right? So you almost have to act a little bit. So maybe my acting needs to be a little bit better. You know, you could fix a lot of that if you just had a lot more live streams, right? You have more live streams going on, because when those things actually do happen in real time, you get the raw and real reaction, right? Zero effort. What are things you don't like about the creator? Zero effort. So there's feelings out there that I don't make a lot of effort. I guess I don't know. I don't know what that one is. The way he says Jenkins. Jenkins. That's funny. Honestly, don't have anything for this except maybe you could be stuck too much to the old ways. That is a good comment. I think you're right about that. Whoever posted that, I think you're right about that. I think there's some areas where I've gotten so used to the tried and true method of this is how I edit, this is what I do, this is kind of how I run the channel, and getting into a pattern, and it's getting old, right? It's getting mundane. So we need a shock to the system a little bit. I think that sometimes your videos are not quite as engaging as they could be, like they serve as background noise. I would agree with that sometimes. I think that comes from my monotone. I think that comes from my monotone voice. I can be a little bit more engaging. I don't know whether that's going to be like I'm going to have to I have to edit and create videos in spite of my monotone. You know what I mean? Like I have inflection. There's inflection in my voice. You know, I'll get excited, I'll get low, I'll get down, there's inflection there. But a lot of times when I'm just talking to you like this, it's very monotone, it's very chill, laid back, and it's not as exciting. It doesn't arouse, well, ooh, I almost said, it doesn't arouse anybody. You know what I mean? It doesn't it's not evoking any emotion from anybody when I talk like that. So I almost have to edit in a way that helps me with that. Get a little bit more flashy, get a little bit more emotion to get drawn out of some editing tricks that you could do to keep people engaged a little bit. Oh god, constant missed tackles. It's funny. Lack of XBA content. Ugh. Brady fans, not a Husker fans. Inconsistent uploads. Kidding, just kidding. But it's true though. That is a big factor. It's something that you guys have been hitting on in these surveys here. Aaron says, pretty sure I'm the one who took a shot at you for being a Brady fan. That's funny. I mean, hey, to each their own. Mostly, despite like me thinking that a lot of you guys didn't know what channel points were, this was surprising. You guys do know what channel points are, but maybe you just don't care about them. We don't have a lot of people playing it, but maybe it's just a constant reminder that, we got a new one up. I don't know. Does having custom players in the series interest you? Yes. So 90% said yes. But only 76% said that they would be interested in becoming a patron or channel member. So for you guys that are not interested in spending money to get players, there is that free option through channel points. So just to let you know, just letting you know. And maybe down the line, there was a comment here, a couple comments actually talking about maybe possibly reopening open submissions again. I'm going to entertain that. So you guys said it in the survey, so I'm going to entertain it again. And then, of course, what was your favorite series ever done? Old Team Builders, GGBL, Big 12, Big 12, Big 12, Big 12, Big 12, XHL, GGBL, XBA, GGBL. So a lot of the leagues. You guys are really keen on the leagues, like being your favorite series ever done on the channel. So very interesting. Very, very interesting. So leagues take a lot of work. Leagues are interesting. There's a lot of storylines that can happen naturally over the course of a series. They're great ideas. Running leagues are they're great ideas because not only do you let the storylines play out, and you've got multiple opportunities for storylines to play out, right? Like let's take the GGBL for example. There's 30 teams in there. The pixel people are going to drive those storylines. The performance is going to drive the storylines. The gameplay is going to drive the storylines. And you can have fun with that, right? And especially when you have teams to root for. Like let's say you're from Houston and you like the Houston Copperheads. Like that's perfect. Like they're your team. There's ways to get community involvement in there. Leagues are fun. Leagues are good, but they do take a long time to get moving. So that's like the one drawback. You almost need, if you're going to do leagues, you almost need like 2 to 3 people like helping you edit, which if you're hiring people to edit, it does get expensive. And to even just find time to just get the recordings of the gameplay. Right? With one team, you can move faster. One team, you move faster, you move through it pretty quick, but you have less storylines because you're only centered and focused on your team. And that's a problem for people that like to get invested into a series. Like, take the expansion series, for example. Take the Sun Sox and Saucers series, for example. If we're 10 years into that series, are you going to know who Jacob Smith is for the Philadelphia Phillies pitcher? Like, are you going to know who that is? Heck no. Carlos Mendoza, are you going to know who that second baseman? No. Do you care about that guy? No. Probably not. So you start losing. So I can see like how people might start losing interest in that type of stuff because you have no connection to those people. You have more connection with Bryce Harper, Pixel Bryce Harper, than you do with Pixel Carlos Mendoza. You know what I mean? So with one team you can move fast. With 30 teams you move slow, but there's just more storylines. It's more creative, right? So I totally get it that when this question pops up, what is your favorite series ever of all time? Leagues pop up constantly. Big 12, XBA, GGBL, XHL. Not a lot of Huskies talk. Not a lot of Cajun Six talk. Not a lot of Saints talk. Texans, Bengals, Reds, Rangers franchise, those types of things that I used to do in the past. Those don't get brought up. It's all based around the leagues. So I thought that was interesting. So something to think about here. So I guess all in all is what I'm trying to do here tonight with this upload, with this live stream, really. I was hoping that I would get more conversation happening in the live chat, but I think you guys are just good listeners. I think that's what's going on here. Don't be afraid to let me know your feedback in the comment section. Don't be afraid to let me know that. I value your guys' comments. I've always been the same person that when I was in 2017, when I started content creation. This channel has always been based around, and I still have my I'm looking at it right now. I still have my piece of paper up there that says, here is the Gold Glover 009. That's what I used to be. Gold Glover 009. Gaming channel agenda. I'm reading it right now. Purpose. Let's see. To provide entertainment to viewership in the form of humor, strategy, advice, original content ideas. This can be user-generated quests and tasks set out by me. Example, all service stars for weapons or prestige. So back when I was like trying to do like Call of Duty or Battlefield, stuff like that. But the main agenda for me in my channel journey was always centered around how can you make people want to keep coming back? How can you make people who have multiple options keep coming back to your channel? How do you create that investment? You know, is it through custom players? Is it through personality? Is it through getting them involved with series, with community involvement? Because what I always hated was when creators in the space, they would just like do whatever they wanted to do, and you were just a viewer, like you didn't matter. That really agitated me, because I saw that a lot in, not going to name names, but there's sports gaming creators that I saw that, you were just kind of it's a very transactional relationship. I make the content, you watch it, we're done. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to center my channel around community engagement, community involvement, and I wanted you guys to have a stake in it, because I feel like that's organic, that's good relationship building, which is kind of how I see this whole thing, this whole channel. It's a channel. It's a community, right? It's a Gold Glover 9 community. It's a GG9 community. That's why I do like the channel points. That's why I do Patreon and getting you guys involved with custom players and, having laughs with you guys in Discord and having laughs with you guys in live chats and, just having an overall good time. Now, granted, I don't do myself any favors when I start like ripping on XBA comments, or I start ripping people that that used to be trolls on the channel. So I never gave myself a good look when I would respond to those people. So I look back on that stuff and I regret it, because I think it set a bad taste in people's mouth about me, but that's not me. There's a lot of time, effort, exhaustion, a lot of time and effort to creating these videos. And when things are not working for you, that tends to drive you mad. That tends to drive you nuts, because you keep pushing forward, you keep gaming, you keep editing, you keep commentating, you keep doing this over and over and over and over every night. You just keep grinding, and when it's not working, you start doubting, and you start asking questions, and you start feeling like you're not good at this. You need to stop. You need to quit. You need to give it up. So those thoughts do run through your head, and you start wondering, like, why is it working for other people but it's not working for me? And so then when you start getting those comments about, like, you need to do what I want you to do because the things that you're doing suck. Basically, that's how I took all the XBA comments. Where's the XBA? Where did it go? I want the XBA back. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, okay, see, that just solidifies that nobody's interested in college football. Nobody's interested in MLB expansion. Nobody's interested in the things that I want to do, So those thoughts run through your head and you start thinking that you're no good, And it's agitating because you think you're going to put forth content that people like, they don't watch it, and then they're gone, right? They don't want to watch you. So I guess all that's to say, there's a real side of me with this channel that likes to gain your feedback, that likes to gain an idea of what you guys like to watch. That's what this channel's always been centered around, and I want to keep it that way. But when I say those things, and then you've got XBA comments and things like that, like you paint yourself as a good dude, and you're calm, cool, and collected, and you're laid back, which I've seen comments here in the survey about that. But then when you get those comments, you're not doing yourself any favors, right? You're saying you're one way and then you're acting another. So for anybody that I did bother with those types of comments and those responses, I do apologize. So I'm just letting you know that right out front. It wasn't very mature of me. It wasn't very smart for me. Just looking at it from a logical perspective, a rational perspective, it just it wasn't very good business sense to be ripping people like that. But it is it was a very stressful moment in time, trying to fix something that you spent 6 years building that's just failing, right? And anyway, so yeah, just a heartfelt apology there for anybody that I pissed off, or I made you feel like crap because of my response. So anyway, that's pretty much it what I got tonight for the live stream. I just kind of wanted to share with you guys the results. So where are we going? Where are we headed to with these channels? Let me see the comment section here real quick. What is your number of ideal series going at once? I think probably 3. So there were 6. I think I can cut that down by half. So we're always going to be running baseball. We're always going to be running college football. That's 2 here on this channel per series. 2 per series for this channel. And then for the GG Extra, I think I want to run like 1. Just run 1 series at a time over there. I think that would be a good mix, 3. And then if I get the feeling like I just want to go out and play some random retro game or something, like live stream it over there on GG Extra, I can do that, right? I should have the freedom to be able to do that, which should be kind of fun. So like 1 series over there, and then just you can post random stuff as you see fit. I think that's a good mix. Seb, part of 2. My favorite series is XHL. It was a good series, man. It was a good series. I like NHL. I like NHL content. Birdland. I think this is Sean. I still say my favorite franchise of yours was the Oakland A's. I hate to tell you, Sean, but that wasn't me. It wasn't me, sir. That was not me. That could have been like Jersey Shore or something. I don't know. Wasn't me though. I did a Rangers one, a Reds. So my MLB track record goes Tigers, Reds, Rangers, Royals, and expansion. So, yep. Yeah, Texas Rangers. There you go. It's interesting that you say that, though. Not a lot of people pick the Texas Rangers. It's weird. They're from Texas. It's like, I feel like the Houston Astros get more love than the Texas Rangers do. It's weird. But yeah, I thought they were a fun team to do. They were kind of in that right at that middle of the road. Like the moves that you make could set them back, or they could push them forward. So those are the kind of the teams that I like to take in franchise modes. Teams that are like right in the middle. I don't like taking teams that are elite, and I don't like taking teams that are terrible, because those teams are always picked. Those teams are always done. I like to take teams right down the middle. that the moves that you make could either push them to the top or it could make them go backward, right? So it does put a little pressure on you as the creator to get the job done. So anyway, guys, that is it for the vid here, for the live stream. Leave a like on this if you appreciate me going through your results here, or my results. But this, again, community based here. You guys left the feedback. So I guess, yeah, your results, our community's results. Let's just say that. So I appreciate it. So where do we go from here? What's the conclusion? What are we all talking about here? MLB The Show, NCAA football series on this channel, GG9. GG Extra will be anything extra, literally anything. Doesn't have to be sports gaming. It can be anything. Anything that I'm playing, anything that I'm finding myself really interested in, we can find it over there on the second channel. And then GGBL, just know that that's not going anywhere. That's going to stay put for as long as we can keep the momentum rolling for that thing. It's a fun series. I love that thing. But anticipate a new college football dynasty coming up here in maybe another month. September 1st today. So anticipate another college football dynasty coming up in another month, if you guys are interested in something like that. So that's really the gist of this. I think upload schedule will be more frequent for series now that we're going to try to trim this stuff down. We're not going to do 6 at a time. We'll do 2. Upload schedule will be more consistent. We will shorten the video length from like 40 minutes down to 20. We need to stick to that. That's what you guys like, and focus more on marketing. I think for custom players, more marketing on ways that you can earn players, and maybe some more community involvement with Discord and open submission custom players and things like this. So I think we have a good base here of the things that we do to get community involved, to get that viewership to be loyal, and I think you guys are loyal here, which of course I appreciate, but I think I need to do a better job of communicating to you guys when things are happening. So I think with all the series that have been done and all the alerts that have been missed and all this stuff, I think I haven't been doing you guys a good service with my own aspirations. I want to do 6 series to gain as many viewers as possible. Maybe might find one person that likes NHL, that they might like my baseball thing, and it's a terrible strategy today. It might have worked back in 2017, but again, the comment saying I'm kind of stuck in my old ways, that might be where that's stemming from. So there's some things that need to change as far as strategy goes, and I think we'll be in a better spot. So guys, that's it. Hopefully I didn't answer your questions, but I hope give you guys some more clarity about where this channel is headed and kind of what my thoughts are going into the latter part of 2023 and into 2024. So guys, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your comments, and I will see you in the next upload. As always, peace.